Hello everyone, welcome to Market Uncharted. Today we will be discussing the top economy books that we need to read, or at least that I believe we all should read to understand a little bit of what's going on the economy, what has happened in the past, what can be the future changes in our economy, and of course before we ever go to financial markets, we need to understand what's going around us. So my top economy books, it's The Big Short, The Freak Economics, An Inquiry to the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations, and this is a really old book but with a lot of knowledge, The Rational Optimist, and The Post-Capitalism. So I hope we enjoy, and let's start. First, The Big Short. The Big Short is basically a description of the events leading up to the 2007-2008 world financial crisis, and it's written by the financial journalist Michael Lewis. The book follows generally most of the people who believed the housing bubble was going to burst, and by betting against the collateralized debt obligation bubble, ended up profitably ending with a big profit. And just when the collapse happens. It also follows some of those who lost money, such as Howie Hubler, who sits in second place for the most lost in a single trade of 9 billion. So basically, with this book, you will understand how the US housing market was working, how the credit default swaps were exchanged between banks and insurance companies, and how some traders saw that the bubble was going to burst and they should do something about it. And after they advised, they actually bet against the market. Then we have the Freak Economics, and Freak Economics is a really easygoing book that deliberately blends pop culture topics with the theories of economics by discussing specific, amusing, or interesting examples across a series of articles written by the authors. For example, how cheating operates in different businesses, including teaching, sumo wrestling, and bagel selling. It's a really light tone and fun content that makes this book a really big hit, and it's a recommendation because you can be enjoying yourself while you are learning about economy, which is also really important. um, then, and one of the most important ones on my view, it's this inquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of nations. This is published 250 years ago and still remains one of the fundamental works of classic economics. It's written as the Industrial Revolution was taking place, first baby steps. It discusses the free markets, the productivity, the division of labor, and attempts to offer a practical solutions based in solid economic theory that would replace the culture of mercantilism that dominated at the time. So basically, this is a book that came out during big changes in the world and has the old view and new views and what they think would be good for the future. Of course, although it's 250 years ago, the fundamentals are there. So as you see, we show a book that is a more easygoing light tone for the viewer, but now also something really important that is a little bit more heavy but still a really good book. Then we have also The Rational Optimist, How Prosperity Evolves. And this is also important because this book covers topics in both psychology and economics. It's an argument that human tendency towards the trading of goods and service is the beneficial trait which allowed humanity to prosper. This trait, Ridley argues, is central to the reason of human civilization existence. So here again we mix another topic. So we go for fun, for a little bit more heavy. Now we go for what human psychology and economics, how they blend together and how it's important. And finally, one of my favorites, because as you see, we have a range of books that go checking the old, the current, and now we are looking towards the future. And this is the Post-Capitalism, a guide to our future by Paul Mason. Looks at the current state of global economics and attempts to predict the macroeconomic future of the planet. An analysis of how the digital revolution poses a serious threat to capitalism, because Mason argues that the way we view and indeed do work has been totally changed, which has the potential to remove the market-driven economy. And as you know, for our current situation, passing the year of 2020 with the COVID, especially now, this book is really important so we understand how the changes can happen and how we are going to adapt to those and how we're going to be able to work. If you enjoyed the video, thank you so much for being watching. Please press always the like button and subscribe for more content on this channel, Market Uncharted. And just like the markets, we will not rest. Thank you. Bye-bye.